What's up, everybody? I got a presentation I gotta do for a class, and I chose the topic of poisoning the well. But first, before I say exactly what it means, think of a time when you got into an argument with someone who mostly spent their time just dissing you. Anyways, for the actual definition of poisoning the well, in an argument or discussion, instead of speaking critically and presenting fair points, this approach attacks the person involved or someone they're associated with by insulting them and preventing them from making their points in their case. The objective is to turn the audience against that person and their viewpoint, making it harder for someone to defend themselves. After all, if your opponent's spitting out nonsense against you, it's going to be really difficult to defend yourself, especially if it's random and out of pocket. This is also known as taint the source, which is pretty fitting if you ask me. Now here's a example of this. On the left side, you see this man in the black suit saying,
"My opponent supposedly kicks innocent dogs and cats. Honestly, is this the kind of person you trust to run a pet store?"
and the man on the right is obviously surprised by this random
accusations.
What? I'll never harm me.
But before he can even finish his sentence, the guy on the left is going on, saying,
"He can't even finish a sentence without stuttering. Talk about a lack of confidence."
As for an actual academic example, a story called The Crucible is a play written by Arthur Miller, and what you need to know for the context of this example is that there is a character named Abigail in this book, and she's basically the main antagonist, and to keep it short and brief, what she did while she slept was a married man, and this is set during a time where religion was very important, and this kind of stuff can get you like outcasted from the village. In this example, she's saying,
My name is good in this village. I will not have it said my name is solid. Goody Proctor is a gossiping liar.
Obviously, Abigail is trying to defend herself against these claims. Problem is, these claims are actually true. To make her opponent seem less credible, she makes up the lie that they're a gossiping liar to make herself seem better. An example of poisoning the well in pop culture is probably this clip right here.
No. I'm not sure the best way to realign the Dechion pattern attenuators.
Then I'm gonna ask Jeff Giolitti from Gamma Shift. He's the most knowledgeable about Dechion field.
Jeff isn't in our division. He and his group don't really think the way we do, and they really do things differently. Better find someone else to ask. Plus, Jeff's just an ensign. He's kind of beneath you and me.
Okay, but I thought that Jeff also knew the most about pattern attenuation engineering. He did install the anti-lepton filters.
Well, maybe he does, but I would ask someone else. Right now, Jeff is busy with the redesign of the Thoron waveform compositor. He'll probably just give you a quick answer so that you can get back to his main job.
Well, maybe you're right.
Yeah. Ask another person to get the best answer. Not Jeff Giolitti.
Now, I don't watch Star Trek, but from what I understand from the scene is that there's something wrong with the spaceship. One of the crew members is trying to seek help to repair it, of course, but the other guy is telling him that he shouldn't ask the person he's thinking about asking because apparently he's not suited for the role. Even speaking in a condescending tone, saying that the person he's talking about is beneath them. Another example of pop culture with poisoning the well is, of course, The Simpsons during its classic era.
I'm sorry my opponent didn't think enough of you to show up for this debate. I'm sure he had more important things to do.
Sorry I'm late, everyone. Somebody tampered with my brakes.
Well, then you should have been early.
Hey, got you there, eh?
Oh, come on, people. This man has promised round-the-clock trash pickup. That's impossible.
Not if we hire more men. And my men will do all your messy jobs. They'll wash your car, scrub your shower, air out your stinkables.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Well, then you better turn up your hearing aid, Pops.
Pops? I'm only 2 years older than you.
Do we want old man Patterson here with his finger on the button?
What button? What the hell are you talking about?
Which button? Where am I? Who took my false teeth?
All right, fine. If you want an experienced public servant, vote for me. But if you want to believe a bunch of crazy promises about garbage men cleaning your gutters and waxing your car, then by all means, vote for this sleazy lunatic.
Yes. In this scene right here, Homer is dissing his opponent. At the very start, he makes fun of his opponent, saying he's not even there because he's drinking, throws his opponent off by talking about buttons, and when his opponent is confused about buttons, he turns it against him, trying to make it seem like he's a senile old man having no idea what's going on. And it's clearly working. The audience is on Homer's side. Now, kind of a Random example of this is this tweet right here by McDonald's. Black Friday, 4 stars. Need copy and leak, 4 stars. And Wendy responds with saying, when the tweets are broken as an ice cream machine. Which is a pretty crazy thing to say to your competition, but Wendy's account is using poisoning the well by mocking McDonald's tweet, reminding everybody that McDonald's is kind of known for having broken ice cream. The message is saying that customers should go to Wendy's instead, and as you can see in that image, Wendy's serves ice cream, so of course they want people eating at their place instead of their competition. Now for the true or false segment, I'm going to read the story and it's up to you, the viewer, to determine if it's true or false of this being a example of poisoning the well. A little bit of a short story here. Adam sat lazily on a park bench, casually chatting with his friend Rick, who was seated next to him. As a man walked by, Adam leaned in and said, "Hey, that guy over there, his name is John, and he's bad news. I heard he does drugs, swears all the time, and don't even get me started on how he speeds when he drives." Rick raised an eyebrow. "That's wild, man." I dared to say that to his face. Adam smirked. "Huh, maybe I should ask him if that's all true." "Nah, I'm good." This is not an example of poisoning the well. While it is true that Adam is attacking John's character, John's not even there, he just walked by. They're not in an argument, there's no audience. Adam is simply just talking smack behind someone's back. That's all there is to this short story. Now for the second question, is this an example of poisoning the well?
In closing, your theories have failed to prove that you are smarter, for your brain is no bigger than a walnut.
Very funny, Mordecai, but your paper is fundamentally flawed because your brain is made up of 99% canine butt cheeks.
There is still one irrefutable truth. You don't have a high school diploma, so I'm smarter than you. You imbecile.
Is it true? That's correct. I will admit this one's kinda, I wouldn't say tricky, but I can probably throw someone off because both parties are using the technique. With Mordecai the bird saying his friend Rigby's brain isn't bigger than a walnut, Rigby going back, dissing Mordecai, saying his brain's made of canine butt cheeks, and then Mordecai going back, doubling down, saying Rigby doesn't have a high school diploma.